Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be watching and reacting to another Bon Appetit video. This one on Mumbai's #1 street food. So apparently it's a sandwich. Apparently it's #1. And apparently it's in Mumbai. So we're going to learn a little bit more about that today. A deep-fried spicy potato dumpling in a bun topped with delicious chutney. Millions of these sandwiches are sold every day. Huh? Throughout the city, making them the most popular street food in Mumbai. Millions of them are sold every day. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Anyways, we're going to watch and react to this video today. Link to this video will be in the description down below, so make sure to go and check it out, yeah? Without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into it. Is that it right there? That's it right there. Hold up. I want to see it. That's it right there, huh? What is this green? So this is a potato dumpling? Spicy potato dumpling. Okay.
If you're in Bombay, there's one sandwich you have to eat. It's the Wapow. It's a potato dumpling, spiced, dipped in chickpea batter, in a bun, with glorious chutneys, tamarind. Millions are sold every day, all across the city. It's the #1 sandwich on the planet. And right behind me is Aram Wapow. They sell thousands of Wapow a day. We're going to go inside and see how they do it. Let's get into the kitchen.
Okay.
All of this is happening.
So wait, how does he pronounce it again?
Is Aram Wapow. They sell thousands of Wapow a day. We're going to go inside and see how they do it.
Wapow.
Let's get into the kitchen. All of this is happening in less than 100 square feet. They're making the wadas over in the corner. Come on, let's take a look at what Chef Chetan's doing over here.
All right, so these are the, this is the filling, I'm assuming. This is the potato filling, and then he has this batter down here. So he coats the batter, he coats the filling, and then he tosses it into this boiling bucket of oil.
So these are the actual wadas. This is potato that's been boiled and then spiced with popped mustard seeds, curry leaves, green chilies, ginger, and a little bit of hing, asafoetida. It's the resin from this plant. And it's a very simple recipe.
Sounds
good.
Good.
Heavily masala-fied because the magic happens when he dips it in the pakora batter. The batter itself is also seasoned with salt. It's made with chickpea flour, and it's essentially got probably a hint of turmeric and a little bit of hing in it. Then it's deep fried.
A little bit of what? A little bit of what in it?
And it's essentially got probably a hint of turmeric and a little bit of hing in it.
Hing? I'm not hing. I'm not familiar with hing. I don't know. Sounds good though. I'm a big fan of chickpea. I'm a very big fan of chickpea.
Then it's deep fried. This has to be done by hand. There's absolutely no other way to do it. And he's perfected his technique. The ball's getting tossed from one hand to the other. A quick dunk in the batter. The batter's got to be at the perfect texture, not too thick, not too thin, a little bit thicker than pancake batter. And then dunk it in the oil in such a way so that it doesn't sink to the bottom and stays floating at the top. It's set to roughly 200 degrees Celsius is what I can see on the front. His range is between 200 and 250. That's almost 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Extremely hot because remember, he doesn't have to worry about
true. Yeah, I was like, that seems pretty low for hot oil, but it's Celsius. Okay, all right. Listen, I grew up with freedom units. You guys, it's okay to be jealous of the freedom units. It's all right. But you know what? I know a little Celsius as well. I know a little bit of this this old school stuff. So
inside, he just has to make sure that the outside gets golden and crispy and fast. There's 36 of the.
Well, yeah, because I mean it's already cooked. So yeah, this is just simply to cook the outside.
In a tray, and he gets 55 in it at one time. So it's a practice motion where he's flinging a vada from one hand to the other, giving it a quick roll, and dropping into the oil. It's rolling off his fingertips. Think of Michael Jordan making that final shot in Game 6 against Utah. The ball's just rolling off his fingertips.
What an obscure and admittedly, like I would say, boomer take, a boomer example. Well, maybe not boomer. It's like Generation X, right? Or is that before the millennial generation? Was Generation X? Gen X? Yeah, Gen X. Very, very Gen X. Like, who's going to understand that reference? Are they expecting like 50-year-olds to be watching this?
It's really amazing. I mean, there's no difference in craftsmanship and trade. It's just practice, timing, experience.
I mean, I'm sorry to be to stay on this, but I think a more modern day example, which it would be like a LeBron James example, right? Even Kobe would be more R.I.P. Kobe would be more of a modern day example. Sorry for getting so caught up on that.
In craftsmanship and trade, it's just practice, timing, experience. He comes from his village every week to do this Monday through Friday, and then the weekend he goes back to the village.
Oh, that's
He is the
cool.
Wapow specialist at Wapow.
The
he's gonna get
Wapow
55 in there.
specialist.
It'll take about 2 to 3 minutes. It'll get in that tray, and it'll start immediately all over again. I just did the math real quickly. If he's doing 55 every 3 minutes, he's doing approximately 1,000 an hour. Separate from the oil, he's
Wow.
collecting what we call the Bundi. The little
This this is going to be the best part right here. Oh my god. All these little crispy bits. Oh, I bet you those are heaven. I bet you those are heaven. Those I have 100%, 1000%. This is the best part.
little crunchy bits that drip off the batter into the oil, and those are going to be part of the sandwich also. So you can ask for extra on the sandwich, the bundi, the chura, so that you get a beautiful, nice crunch when you take a bite in the sandwich.
Nice.
This red garlic chutney is the smell of Maharashtra to me. Tiny little baby garlic, sometimes fried, sometimes dried in the sun. Peanuts, red chilies, obviously dried red chilies, salt, and then the chura. This stuff is crumbled up and put into it. Everybody's got their own technique for how to make it. These guys add a little bit of this to that.
I don't know what this is. I don't know what the chura is. What is the chura?
And they make it fresh here almost every day. And this is what gives vada pav its distinctive taste. A vada pav without this, I mean, take a look at that hole in the window here. This is where it goes. Then up
Oh,
front
wow.
are the maestros doing the sandwich assembly. So this entire operation, 99% of the vadas are going through that tiny hole in the wall to serve the hundreds of people gathered outside. Let me show you the other side of the window. Right back here. Chetan, how are you?
He's on his
This is where the
phone.
food comes out, the vadas come out. They go straight into the bucket over here.
Oh my gosh, this is tight. Look how tight this is right up here. Their front area here. 50 rupees? 55 rupees? 60 rupees? What is this?
You got two assembly stations, one on the right, one on the left. Take a look at the crowd outside. They're wondering what I'm doing in here. They just want their vada pav. They're ready to go. Once the bun's open, the green chutney is spooned under the top and smeared with a spoon. Then they sprinkle the garlic red chutney, which is dry, onto the bottom so it sticks to the chutney and doesn't fall out. The sweet chutney is squirted onto the bottom from a squeeze bottle. Vada stuffed on the inside, and then the fried green chili is stuck on top, handed to you on a piece of wax paper if you're going to eat it here, or wrapped up if you're going to take it to go.
I mean, it does look good. What is this down here? What is that? What are these flat, like fried bits? What is that?
We're not even in any kind of meal rush. It's just a random time in the afternoon. In about an hour, people start emptying out of offices. But then I can't imagine what this looks like at 8 p.m. as folks decide that what they were craving for dinner, what they were hankering for, was a vada pav. We're on the street, literally. Everywhere around me, people are eating their vada pav standing on the street. I mean, this is the definition.
You're right next to the restaurant. Of course, they would be standing near it eating.
The street food. The vada pav is to Mumbai what the slice of pizza is in New York City. I mean, it
Oh,
defines.
that's a pretty apt comparison. Okay, I understand. All he had to do was lead with that, and I understood it. Okay, that's very cool. That's very cool.
Bombay. During the Civil War in America, what the slice of pizza is in New York City. I mean, it defines Bombay. During the Civil War in America, when cotton production plunged, the cotton mills in Bombay went into overdrive so that they could supply cotton to the rest of the world. Suddenly, factory workers were coming out at all odd hours of the day, and they needed to eat. So the enterprising street cart vendors figured out how to make on-the-fly dishes on a tiny little hawker stand. So they'd go to the bakeries that were run by the Portuguese. They were baking this roll called pau, which is the Portuguese word for bread. And they put together these stomach-filling meals that could be done in bread with vegetables so that it would basically appeal to everybody. And that's sort of the origin of the vada pav and many of the other pav dishes.
Wow. So it's a very interesting little multicultural background to it as well. I love that. That shows the human connection.
I'm salivating. I've been waiting for this moment for 3 days. Ek vada pav. और चटनी अच्छा डालना. Thank you. 25 rupees. This is insane. I mean, that's a quarter. So I got my coupon, and luckily there seems to be a longer line right now than folks picking up the vada, so I got a break here. Just got to shove this in his face and get his attention. Can't be shy. You gotta be aggressive. You gotta move in. If I stand here and wait for people, I'll be going further back every second. Here we go. Get right in there. Chutney and sadana, please. And there's my green chili. Let's walk with this bad boy.
It looks good.
I can't wait.
It looks really good.
Is a love story to Mumbai. I mean, it is. We've got the green chutney on the top, the vada itself. On the bottom, we got the tamarind chutney, the sweet chutney as they call it, meetha chutney, mixed in with some of that red chili, garlic, peanut chutney, and of course the spicy fried chili on top.
I mean, it's making my mouth water just watching it. I mean, it does look good.
I mean,
what was that noise?
of course, the spicy fried chili on top, so you get a little bit of heat. I mean,
oh my God. Oh my God. He's in heaven. He loves it. It's amazing.
I can't even describe what's happening in my mouth right now. The bread is
He can't describe what's happening in his mouth right now, guys.
so soft, it literally just tears apart. And then you hit the crunch of the pakora batter on the outside. And then the soft, warm, almost umami-laden potatoes just sort of coat the inside of the mouth with a creamy texture. And then all of a sudden, the bite of that red chili with the garlic just hits your tongue, lights it up. It makes you want to go back in for another bite almost immediately.
Wow.
It's a virtuous cycle. Bite, burn, bite, burn.
Is it that spicy?
There are certain foods that have this special thing about it. I guess the English word we'd call is crave-worthy, where every bite literally creates the desire for the next bite. I feel like that way with pizza, and Wapow is definitely one of those foods. Every bite creates the desire for the next one. That's when you know that you've got something truly special happening.
Interesting.
It's a
Very
filling
interesting.
sandwich. That's the idea behind a Wapow, is to fill the bellies of hungry, office workers, factory workers. It works as breakfast. It works as a snack in between meals. While we've been standing here, we've seen students, we've seen panhandlers, we've seen businessmen in suits, we've seen lawyers coming out of their courtroom cases. And it's a universal food. It transcends all ethnicities,
I'd like to try it.
classes, rich, poor, student, judge, victim. Everybody enjoys a Wapow.
Did he say victim?
Student, judge, victim, everybody.
Judge, victim. Okay.
Everybody enjoys a Wapow. If you come to Mumbai, there's so much you can do here. But the one thing you have to do to have the quintessential Mumbai experience is to have a Wapow. It is the sandwich that defines the city. Amazing history and an amazing sandwich. That's Mumbai all wrapped up in a package for you. History, story, the personal touch, and as always, the taste.
That's cool. That's very cool. I like that. This is a good video. I enjoyed this video quite a bit, actually. Is this an AI summary? Ew, gross. Go away, AI summaries. We don't need you. This guy was funny. This guy was very funny. I don't know why I took my glasses off. It's time for me to read the comments. This guy was funny. The food looks really good. I definitely want to try it, especially with those extra crispy bits. Oh, man. Throw in a bunch of those extra crispy bits on top for me. I'd just take these crispy bits on its own, to be honest with you. I bet you that's probably delicious too, right? I'd like to try it. This guy was funny. I liked it. This guy was very funny. Go check out the video. Link will be in the description down below. I'm going to read a couple comments here. This guy needs his own show. He explains better than other food people. I can't even describe, then goes to coherently describe the fairy tale. Is he absolutely slaying it with these episodes? I'm mostly tuned out since the implosion, but you keep these coming and I'm back. Implosion. I don't know Oh, the channel, the Bon Appetit channel. Something, yeah, something happened behind the scenes. I'm not 100% certain or caught up with it. Like, I keep up with a lot of YouTube drama and stuff of that nature, but like when it comes to these like more corporate channels, yeah, I'm a little bit more weary on, understanding the full drama behind a lot of these. Um, Jordan shot reference. What a legend. I mean, it's a bit old. Should have been a cricket reference. True. I mean, could have, should have probably been a cricket reference. This is being made for an international audience. Cricket is not as popular in the West as basketball, but I'm including Europe in that. At the same time, basketball ain't as popular. Yeah, basketball is not like super popular, like on a world scale. I don't know who this host is, but I like him. Need more street food content like this and Lucas's video series, such a love story to the soul of India through food. The way you explain it's poetic. Uh, I love his enthusiasm. It's super infectious. Chef Iran makes a great presenter. He's so lovable. We love him. I'm an Indian who moved to America 5 years ago, and I've done my best to assimilate to the accent and the culture over here. And I'm always appreciated for that because I make it easier for everyone around me. Chef Midran Irani does a fantastic job as a host for Bon Appetit. He always using American culture reference, which delivers the episode to the audience the best. This is the best way to show a different culture to the native audiences. Empathy over everything. Keep these episodes coming. Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah. The channel was probably made specifically for an American audience, right? At least initially, right? I love the chef. You can see his real passion. Presenter is legit, so knowledgeable. Guy is a legend. Everyone loves the man. Everyone loves this man. Let's read some newer comments. Civil War in Mumbai. He's talking about the American Civil War, didn't he? I'm sorry, but numbers don't mean that it's the best sandwich in the world. Wrapped in carb, deep fried, then put in another carb. Carb is delicious. Ever thought that number one could just be, by numbers? Comprehension is hard. In Bangladesh, we get these as school breakfast, government funded, goaded stuff. Not gonna lie, it's called bun and chop. Yeah, the vada is called chop here. Okay. I ate a lot of vada pav. They are boring. I ate this overrated. So carb inside carb. Yeah, it's carb inside carb, guys. Come on. Why are they not using gloves? Because gloves would melt? Do you not, like, you dummy? Plus they wash their hands, you dummy. 100% that guy that was throwing the stuff into the super hot oil, any glove would melt. Gloves? Oh, these guys are dummies. Need clean oil. I'm sure that oil, looking at the rest of the restaurant, that oil gets changed out when it needs to be changed out. These guys are just being bad people in the comments over here. Looks unappetizing. What in the world are you talking about? They look delicious. All right. The kitchen is more clean than the Indian restaurant in Salford. Salford? What is Salford? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and go. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, do the whole shebang. Catch you on the next one. Take care. Goodbye.